All right, so Ghostbusters 2 came out in around June. I think it was like June 9th, actually, or something like that, of 1989. And like I said, that was my very first memory of watching that movie, and that's the movie that I connected to. But as I got older, I realized how inferior it is to the first movie. I mean, they took a lot of the same basic plot points, kind of like how Star Wars did with The New Hope, except Star Wars did it right. I feel like with Ghostbusters 2, they did it okay.
A lot of people hate this movie. I don't understand what the big deal is.
I don't hate it. I enjoy it. There's certain aspects that I'm just like,
Yeah.
now that I watch it, I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's kind of lame.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally, I like the movie. And when people tell me, oh, I didn't like it, I agree with them. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like, it's not, that's fine. I don't like it when they're like, I hated it. It was horrible. No, it wasn't horrible. It was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
In comparison to the first movie, was it anywhere near as good? No. But also, Ghostbusters 2 doesn't get a 10 on my rating either. It wasn't a perfect movie.
Right.
It had flaws. You can see, even as a child, I had this disconnection from Bill Murray being Peter Venkman. I'm like, that's weird. Like, I liked him before. I don't like him that much in this movie.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Yeah, I remember I watched it. Actually, that time when I was putting it on when I was doing schoolwork, I actually put on both movies just back to back. I remember watching Ghostbusters 2 and just saying to myself, Bill, like, this is Bill Murray. Like, it's not Peter Venkman. Like it's just Bill Murray just acting as Peter Venkman as opposed to it just being Peter Venkman.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think I all had to stem from him really not wanting to do the movie.
Oh, yeah. He says all the time that he
Either
hates doing sequels.
Yeah.
And this showed in his acting.
Yeah, this showed. Yeah, compared to the first one, this one definitely showed.
Things that they got right, things that they did well. For me, there was more Ernie Hudson.
Yes. Yes.
There was more Ernie Hudson. I liked how they showed them more in the firehouse. You notice they practiced the slime in the firehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They
tested
showed out
the good slime.
the good slime in the fire. Like, I know that doesn't seem like much, but to me it meant a lot. Like, watching them, because it was something that we didn't see much in the first movie. They were eating Chinese food on it.
They were eating Chinese food. They were working. Well, we saw quite a bit in the firehouse.
The Twinkie conversation.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true. We saw the Twinkie.
We actually saw the containment unit in the first one. The second
we saw more of the second floor in the second one, correct? Because they were upstairs working with the slime. They weren't on the first floor, were they?
They were on. Yeah, they were. Yeah, it looks like they were upstairs. I think in a lab.
In a lab.
I guess they had a lab on the second floor, but it could have also been their living quarters because there were beds there too.
Yeah. So so it could have.
When they first started discussing Vigo, and you saw Egon working on the slime blower, there was a computer between two beds, so there were two beds there.
Yes.
So we're assuming that that was
but it was definitely upstairs. So I mean, personally, I like that. The slime and how they got them all to argue was also nice. I liked when they got out and they were like arguing with each other, and then they just stopped.
Yeah.
And they like looked at each, and they started taking off their clothes in the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle of the street. That was I like that a lot. That's what I liked.
I liked. Well, I mean, I like the fact that everybody came back for the damn movie.
That's true. That's another
the
good
characters
one.
alone, I liked change in uniform, the different color uniform.
Yes, so do I.
It kind of went cartoony,
Yes.
but I do. A lot of people don't like the
grayish
blue, the navy blue uniforms. I fucking love those uniforms.
I thought they were
I like them too.
Like, I really like those uniforms. Yeah, I like that. Obviously another memorable 80s montage in that movie as well. I mean, there's a lot of things that I liked about that movie. Nothing that I can really pinpoint right now, but those are probably the best things. Yeah, and like you said, more Ernie Hudson.
The fluffy woman had a fur coat.
Oh yeah, that was like my dad's favorite part. That was my dad's favorite part with the mink coat or whatever. Yeah.
I have to agree with both of you. More Ernie Hudson. Actually, what's funny is I remember when I was little, this movie used to make me upset because
They didn't bring Winston back.
I used to think.
Yes.
I used to think because Ernie Hudson was clean shaven. He had like the kind of box haircut. He didn't have beard. I swore to God that wasn't Ernie Hudson, and it used to make me upset when I was a kid. I was like, why didn't they bring Winston back? And then years later, I was like, wait, that's actually him.
I said the same thing. The fact that I think it was most of the fact that he was clean shaved as opposed to in the first movie he had a mustache. I was like, why did they get this other guy?
Yep, I did the same thing.
I like the character, but why did they get this other guy? I didn't bring the original. Then, like years later, I was like, oh wait,
that is our
original.
It was alright. I liked the slime concept. It was good. I mean, there wasn't any huge complaints. It just I don't know, it just wasn't as good. It didn't have the magic that the first one had.
Yeah.
Again, another big problem. Bill Murray's acting. Sometimes it makes me cringe. Sometimes in this movie, I'm just like, ugh. You can just tell he's like phoning it in, and it's just like, whatever.
She's French. You know that.
Yeah. Statue of Liberty. Well, I mean, I have to say, I kind of like the Ecto 1A. Mm-hmm. Just because there was no rhyme or reason why to add more shit to the Ecto 1.
We're back.
Yeah, like, we're back. Like, yeah, but whatever. I mean, they were running a business, so they were doing, mobile advertisement at that time. And,
there you go. Mobile advertising.
It worked. Now, things that I didn't like. To me, I liked the Ghostbusters 2 logo, but there was no rhyme or reason for them to change the logo. Like, I could
We're
see
back.
the logo changing for promotion of the movie. There's no reason for them to change it in the movie, though.
They're doing the peace sign. They're trying to be hip and cool.
A lot of people, do that. Like they're advertising peace or something. I'm like, that doesn't, I don't know. They're breaking the fourth wall there, and it's not really working too well. And the Statue of Liberty. That,
was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, you watching it before, I was like, holy crap, this is cool.
Yeah, me
Especially
too.
the fact that they were using a Nintendo controller. And Angry Video Game Nerd said when he reviewed Ghostbusters, Nintendo ruled the fucking world at that time. Like, the Statue of Liberty, an icon for the United States of America, was being controlled by fucking Nintendo.
Nintendo controller.
Yeah, but now when you watch it, it's just like, this is fucking ridiculous.
It's like too silly.
Scientifically speaking, how the hell was the Statue of Liberty able to move in such a way? How did it have Did it have a skeletal form to actually move?
Yeah, so it had joints. How did it get out of the bay?
Statue of Liberty is pretty fucking hollow.
Yeah.
How the hell was it able to? How did it grow legs?
It's just super
silly.
silly.
How did it get off its base without shattering? How did it? I don't know.
It did all that because of the cartoon.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's very silly. You know what I mean? It was almost too silly.
I mean, they did it more for kids, and they got a lot of the cartoon involved.
Well, it worked because I remember when I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I disagree with both of you.
I hated it when I was a kid.
No, when I was a kid, I didn't like it because it was a Nintendo controller, and I didn't understand.
Because you were the Sega guy.
Oh, yeah. Sega Genesis.
Why did the Sega controller control it? It makes more sense. It's a stronger system, clearly a better controller setup. So I did not like that fun at all.
Was Sega even out by then?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it was.
I think it came out 89. Pretty sure it came out 89.
Yeah, the Mega Drive, it was like the shit version of the Genesis.
Well, mind you, this movie was probably filmed in 83.
In 88. Yeah. 88, so mind you, when I watched it, it wasn't until it was out on VHS anyway. So to me, I'm like, that's weird. Why didn't they?
Yeah.
So
all right,
Bill Murray is a
with
part I
Nintendo
didn't like.
You don't like.
Bill Murray was something even as a kid, I just didn't understand it.
He had less scenes in this movie.
Yes, he did too.
He did.
He had a lot of it. It was focused a lot around Egon, Ray, and Winston.
Which made me happy because I wanted to see them.
Yeah.
But also the scenes he had were so boring to me as a kid. He was just
talking about... It was a lot of Dana Barrett stuff.
Yeah, it was a lot of Dana Barrett, being a responsible parent, even though he's not the parent of the child, and it was...
So shut up.
Just,
get on the
I
Ghostbusters.
didn't like that. I didn't like... I mean, he was funny. The actor did a good job. I wish I could remember his name off the top of my head, but I don't. I didn't like the basically the villain.
Vigo?
Not Vigo.
The guy who...
Janosch?
Janosch.
Yeah. Peter...
I
forget his name.
But, so that actor himself, he did a good job playing it, and he was funny, but I didn't like him. I had no attack. Like, I didn't understand why he was doing it. It didn't fall with me well.
His first scene
Was fantastic.
His first line.
Everything you're doing is wrong.
Bad.
I just want you to know this.
I love that fucking line. Like, I use it at work to my employees now. When I feel like they're not doing something right, like jokingly,
Peter
everything you're doing is bad.
McNichol? Peter McNichol?
Yeah, I think so. Peter McNichol. He was in Addams Family Values too. The second
that's him.
And he was, he was in a couple other things. He was in the Mr. Bean movie that got Americanized.
Yes. But but that's something I didn't like about the movie. Like those were a couple things that actually affected me.
I think the final fight scene was just like pretty lame.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty lame. Like the whole Statue of Liberty thing was just like, all right, this is just fucking crazy. Now at this point,
in the big slime bubble around the
this
gallery.
is just fucking crazy. But then like the last scene is just, all right, we're gonna slime him. You know, Winston's sliming him because Ray got possessed. Like whatever. And it's just, you know, Peter and Egon just shooting the painting, and that was it.
When you say it sounds stupid as fuck. Like, just Egon and Ray just shooting a painting.
What were parts that you didn't like?
No, just that. Basically what we were discussing. The Statue of Liberty was a little silly in retrospect. Bill Murray's acting was not really. It wasn't what's the word I'm looking for?
Great.
Convincing. It wasn't convincing at all. It felt like he phoned it in. But those are like the biggest gripes I have with the movie. Other than that, it's fine. It's a fine movie. It's all right. It's good.
What's our final rating on it? I know exactly what mine is. So if you guys want me to start, I will.
I think I would give this a 7. Honestly, Ghostbusters 2, I think I'd give it a 7. Possibly an 8, depending on my mood of the day.
I wholeheartedly agree. My rating was a 7, which, by the way, is a good movie. If you like the genre, watch it. It's a good watch. Obviously, if it were out, we'd recommend you go watch it. Watch it once in the theaters and be done with it.
Mine, personally, is a 6. I don't think it should be watched in the theaters. I think there's too much. There's one scene I should be watching in the theaters. The Scoleri Brothers scene.
Yeah.
I did love that scene. The ending
watch that scene and then walk out.
Just two in the box, ready to go. We be fast and they be slow. That whole scene, that ending to it, that was amazing. That was great. But honestly, you could wait until it comes out on DVD. Clearly, it's only on DVD anyway. But like, Ghostbusters came out again on theaters. You and I missed it, but I will go there and I will watch it in a heartbeat. Ghostbusters 2, I might not go.
I'll miss it. I won't be so upset.
Yeah. So 6.
I agree.
So I give it a 6 personally. I feel that's the rating for it.